Do you agree with Henry Kissinger, who famously said once, "To be an enemy of America is dangerous, but to be a friend is deadly"? For decades, it was true. When the things got messy around the world went to America, bought American treasuries, bonds, and invested in American dollars. That was considered a safe haven. But this time around, that logic is cracking. While the US wrestles with gridlock, shutdowns, and unpredictable trade decisions, Canada is offering something investors crave: predictability. Not perfection. No country is perfect these days. Just a political and economic environment that doesn't look unpredictable. But when central banks, sovereign wealth funds, and pension funds are buying more Canadian government bonds and cutting back on US treasuries, they are not making a political statement. They are making a spreadsheet decision. Where do we see stability? Where do we see the rule of law, a long-term, rules-based trade? More and more often, the answer is Canada. Reason number one: Canada gives you global reach, not just one country market. Of course, the US has a scale. After all, 300 million consumers are there. But it doesn't help if your behavior, if your buying habits, if your market is unpredictable. Building in Canada gives you reliable access to multiple markets at once. From here, you can serve hundreds of millions of consumers in Europe, hundreds of millions more across the Asia Pacific, plus North America, without constantly worrying that a tariff or political dispute will slam the door. That's why we've seen tens of billions of new investments into Canadian battery plants, auto parts, aerospace, and advanced manufacturing. Many of those companies look at the US location first and choose Canada for trade access and lower geopolitical risk. For founders, that means easier conversations with international partners, fewer surprises at the border, and business model built on policy, not personality. Reason number two: stability is a competitive advantage nowadays. When foreign holdings of Canadian government bonds jump by double digits in under a year, while foreign holdings of US Treasuries stumble, that signals those markets trust Canadian institutions and fiscal discipline more. For entrepreneurs, that translates into more predictable financial environment. The bottom line: there is no question. The US is still a major economy, but the old assumption, if you want to grow, you have to go to the US, is not valid any longer. On the contrary, Canada offers access to over 1 billion consumers through stable trade agreements, growing global investment in resources, manufacturing, and clean tech, and a reputation for stability that global capital is actively rewarding. If you decide in where to incorporate, build your team, and base your global operation, ignoring this shift is a strategic mistake. Canada is becoming a genuine alternative to the US, a platform for global businesses that want stability and respect for long-term plans. If you want to follow this new trend and grow in Canada, hit that subscribe button, be with us, and like the video, share it with someone you think may benefit from this. And stay safe by staying informed.